Garcia and Ivan Romeo. These guys are pretty rapid in a time trial. Ivan Romeo, under 23 world champion in the time trial, winner of a stage of the Dauphiné, sprinting away here. Now this is I'd say, safe to say, this is the first team, Rochelle, who are World Tour level riders and are really well drilled.
Absolutely, you can see directly now that we're seeing the professionalism of a team time trial and how it really works, and what these riders that we're watching on screen right now from Rwanda, they're trying to achieve, and this is an experience to do that. It takes an absolute special art, and it's just not just 1 year of hard work, it's years and years of experience to be able to ride a team time trial or a team pursuit very well. So it's a fine art to be able to sit right on the wheel and to be so aware of what your teammates are capable of behind you just by body language and hearing the breathing and just signals and stuff like that. So we're going to see a huge difference in what this event's all about when we get from these emerging nations that are here for experience and to gain some UCI points. And we have our first real professional team out on the circuit now.
Benin are almost there. Ethiopia's time, 1 hour and 2 minutes. Benin come through 9 minutes down, 9:52 down.
So we have 3 teams already at the finish out of 15, means 12 teams left.
It's team time trial mixed relay. And it's
Here's Rwanda. They're working well together now, these two, keeping each other going. Order to the top of the hill. Now they just need to bring the rest of this home. Going well, these two. Little acceleration over the top, just trying to keep the power on. 1,000 meters to go. Little downhill section to just get the legs turning over again before that final sprint to the top. They've looked good throughout this course, this team of Rwanda. And here's the World Cycling Centre coming up to the line, and they are down on the team of China by about a minute. 1 minute and 2 seconds down on China, the World Cycling Centre.
Well, we've spoken a lot about China, but yeah, they're not having the best ride with their women. But from that first wave of riders, obviously the UCI World Cycling Centre first off in the second wave. Good ride, solid ride out there at the moment.
At the finish line then, it's all about the Ethiopian team, who are the fastest. Behind them, Uganda, then Benin. Rwanda are expected to finish soon. We're waiting to find out what the Chinese team will post for everybody else to chase. World Cycling Centre into the Aero Tux now. Fast downhill. If they can keep their team together, that will help them on that section as they run up towards the line. Our next team is about to go. We were talking about them a moment ago. This is the team of Belgium, with Victor Campenaerts on the far left, the world hour record holder in his career. Florian Vermeers, who is a rider here on the right-hand side, who rides in the same team as Tadej Pogacar. Finished second in the Paris-Roubaix, Florian Vermeers. And they've got Jonathan Verven in the middle. And they get started then, the team of Belgium. As Rochelle outlined, their women's team is going to be a little bit changed. Rwanda finished with the second fastest time. I'm wondering what the winning time is going to be. We're at 1 minute and 3 now.
Yeah, Rwanda finished 46 seconds in total. It's not a lot, I guess over 40 kilometres down on Ethiopia, who now sits in the hot seat as the fastest team that have finished the circuit, both men and women. I think we're going to see significantly faster. So the average speed of the fastest team so far to finish both their men and women in this mixed team relay is Ethiopia, and their average speed was 40.2 kilometres per hour. So over the 40 kilometres with the 3 men and the 3 women, we could probably predict, what do you think, Anthony, 45?
45, I think. Maybe a little bit faster. 46 maybe.
46 could be quite impressive on such a tough circuit.
You can join in with us. What's the prediction going to be? We think around 45, 46k an hour. Will it be faster than that? You can get us on social media as always. Let us know what you think. The Rwandan team now just trying to recover. Get the water poured on them, bring the temperature down. But sometimes, actually, I've noticed a number of riders saying, don't give me any more water. I can't deal with it.
It is very difficult to drink. Once you get a little bit dehydrated here, which happens very, very quickly, then it's super, super hard to swallow that water and get it in. So it's really, really difficult challenge here in Rwanda, not only for the cyclists, also the staff. All of us suffering with the different challenges and aspects and of the environment here. So yeah, when you finish a ride and you're super fatigued too, sometimes you just don't really want things pushed in your way.
No. This is a nice finish by the team of China, the Chinese women. Good teamwork. They said, come on, let's work together. And that's what they did. They crossed the line now. And China go to the top of the leaderboards. 118.72. It was a nice touch there as they got towards the top of the hill. The first place rider just saying, come on my wheel now, let's push this. Give it the last little sprint. And whilst her teammate was suffering, they just helped each other out, got themselves across the line, and the Chinese men celebrating, going to the top of the leaderboard. They're happy.
They're going to be in the hot seat, which is a wonderful experience at the World Championships. When you are the leader of a time trial or team time trial relay, you get the opportunity, the team, to stay in that area of the medalist, gold medalist, silver medalist, and bronze medalist until your time is beaten, and then you have to leave. But for that period, watching the timers, let's hope the next one doesn't beat us. The next one doesn't beat us. And you get to sit there and feel that, I'm sitting in a winning position right now. It's a really fantastic opportunity for the athletes.
Yeah, and look how happy they are that they're going to be there, the Chinese team.
Well, they know that there's already been several other teams finished, and I think even if every other team finishes them, they've got to be happy with this ride because they've beaten 5 other teams to the finish line. And that's really a significant amount of UCI points they'll take home for their nation.
You can see here this rider just trying to recover. She has given everything. The Chinese team are very happy with that performance. Winning Group 1, for them that is fantastic. And you can just hear how hard you had to perform in order to get that time. It's not easy at all. The Belgian men are out 4 minutes into their ride. We're waiting for the riders to arrive at the various intermediate time splits. Mauritius have gone through the first intermediate splits, 54 seconds down on China. So the Chinese team did go significantly quick out on that first little section of this race. This shot gives you an idea of just how hilly Kigali is. And you see how quickly the roads drop off to the left-hand side, and you see the mountains in the background and everything. It's an interesting place as far as roads are concerned. 75k an hour, though, for the team of Belgium. Just trying to see who's there on the front. Campenaert's in second place. He goes through. He's so super smooth the way he rides. Verven was the rider who had been on the front, and it's Florian Vermeers who goes through in second place.
We were speaking, Anthony, earlier about the top speeds, because this morning I had the opportunity of sitting on the wheel of Anna van der Breggen, who was sitting on the wheel of a motorbike downhill, and we were hitting 90 kilometres per hour. So
wow.
When Victor Campenaerts went to the front, there's a very fast section. I wonder if he will hit 80 or 90 kilometres per hour in the wind, but he needs to be aware that his teammates are capable of that as well. They're running over 60 teeth chain rings on the front of their bikes, the men, and even up to 68 teeth. So that's absolutely a humongous gear, because they can gain, with their aerodynamics and professionalism and experience, those teams that are really, really dialed in, they're drilled in, they can really gain on the descents, those crucial seconds for the gold medal.
Bit of a dinner plate on the front of these bikes for some of these riders. It looks like they're doing everything they can to get as much free speed as possible. Coming up then, the Ukrainian team. A little bit of discussion going on between them. They're third fastest.
I find it very interesting that in the team trial relay, mixed relay that we're watching right now, team radios are allowed where riders can communicate with each other and the team director behind them. However, we've seen with the emerging nations, the first wave of riders going off, a lot of speaking going on face-to-face.
Yes.
Which means they may not be carrying a radio. But when you see the more experienced teams out there on the course, they'll have in the front of their chest strapped a team radio, and in their ear they'll have communication with each of the riders and with the team director that's following in the team car.
We'll try and spot that. These skin suits look super sleek that Spain have got, don't they?
You just beat me to it. I was just looking, the zip in the back there, it's the wind comes over the helmet, so it misses that little bit. It allows less crumple in the front of the jersey, but it's all about the aerodynamics on the frontal surface area, the areas that hit the wind. And when we get to the elite of the elite in the team time trialling, it's all about aerodynamics and just trying to find the position where you can produce the most power in the most aerodynamic position.
But it's funny how team time trials and skin suits, a few years ago the zip was on the back. Then everyone said it's not fast with it on the back, so everyone had them on the front. We've had skin suits without zips, and then suddenly this year the zips, although they are, as you've just identified, shorter, are now back on the back.
Yeah, so we are seeing different trends all the time. That may be because of new materials. They may have come up with a new glossy, slippery, wind efficient zip material, or different positions of different riders make a big difference as well, because if their head is in the right position, the wind will slip over, it won't even touch that zip, so it won't catch any wind on that zip. So it's really a really individual thing, time trialling and the time trial position, but the equipment and aerodynamics, it's all about equipment and aerodynamics and finding how you can get the most power out of your bike and be most efficient. So rider number 63 a bit frustrated with the pace.
Well, I don't know whether he's telling the car to be quiet.
He might be telling them too much talk on the radio. Stop, please.
Yeah. So the arrival of the Spanish squads. Look at that. That's a time, isn't it? Nearly a minute faster. On the back of the group was Ivan Romeo. He rides for the Movistar team. Oops. This rider is struggling on the cobbles now for the team of UCI World Cycling Centre. This is the rider who rides for the refugee team, Wais. Spain now. Let's watch them go down this descent. We'll see just how fast they are. They're dragging each other now down the descent as fast as possible.
Well, you can see even at high speeds that we see, there's so much work from the front rider that needs to be done. And the second and third rider, just to get on the wheel, they don't even need to pedal. They can really breathe deep, get some air into the lungs. But it's a super fast, technical downhill, smooth roads, but there's so much power that needs to go through the pedals of the first rider and so much recovery for the second and third rider.
Just having a little look to see what chain rings they're on this afternoon. On the back is Raul Garcia, the Spanish time trial champion. This is the Belgian men with Victor Campenaerts on the front. Right to the team of Visma Lisa bike. He's so careful about his equipment as well, isn't he, Campanart? Everything is about aerodynamics. Oops, Florian Vermeers almost touches the back wheel.
And again. Yeah, as we said, like, it's a very easy circuit to go out too hard, and then you see a little bit of fatigue come in, and that's why we see riders not sitting